Antonio Carlos Jr. Yes, he's in the finals of the PFL MMA Championships. There was no doubt, Antonio. Yes, you're in it. You're in it to win it. And the PFL MMA Championships, like the semifinals, are at Hard Rock Live at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino right here in South Florida, near where you train an American top team with so many great fighters and trainers, including Antonio Carlos Jr. Antonio, congratulations, making it to the finals. How's it been? What has it been like for you the last few days and just getting ready for the championship match?
Thank you so much, man. Really happy. The preparation was awesome. I feel like everything was just in the right place. The training was great. All the training partners, my team, everybody helped me out. Feeling great, fighting here in the backyard, at the casino at Hard Rock. Everything's just awesome, man. Feeling just ready to go there and put up on a show.
Antonio, does it make it easy, or it really doesn't matter if the fights are near where you live, near where you train, or if you have to travel? Does it make it easier, or for you it doesn't matter either way?
It matters. It's awesome to fight in my my house, like close to my house. I just get the car, go to the hotel, like 20 minutes, and it's awesome. I don't need to get a plane or whatever. This is great. Great also because I'll have all my friends, all my training partners, all my team. Everybody's gonna be watching, cheering for me, so you can feel the energy. Is great. I feel I'm blessed.
Antonio, who will be in your corner for this championship fight?
Well, besides, it's gonna be the same corners from the semifinal. Conan Silveira, my head coach. Gabriel Oliveira, who's my boxing coach. Marcos Bochecha is my big friend. And the great of all time in jiu-jitsu. We're gonna be together on this one too. And my conditioning coach Diego Lacerda is gonna be with me too.
Who did you spar with to get ready for this one?
Man, a lot of guys, to be honest, because we got a big team here, American top team. We got a lot of bodies, a lot of training partners, but I train a lot with Bochecha. I train with Marcelo Gom, Omari Akhmedov, bro, a lot of names. Let me see, Amazov, Johnny Ablin, this guy helped me a lot. This guy's a beast too. A lot of guys, man, a lot of guys. I just have so many training partners that is, and different kind of, games and stuff. This time I tried to get like a wrestlers, grapplers and stuff, and everything was just awesome.
Tell us about your opponent for this one.
Yes, as I said, like I tried to get some training partners who are wrestlers, because he's a wrestler, he's a tough wrestler. He's a very strong guy, big and heavy. He looks pretty strong at least. And, 7 times national champion in Norway. Very, very tough guy. So I knew I had to train with like strong, and good wrestlers too. I think like he's gonna try to, do the grappling for sure. This is his best weapon. But the thing is, I'm also a grappler, especially in the ground. So I think it's gonna be an interesting match.
And that matchup will be at the Hard Rock Live right here in South Florida, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Antonio, there's like 5 fighters from American Top Team, all made it to the finals.
Yeah.
That is just so amazing. But for you, is it just, it's outstanding, but something expected because of all the great fighters and trainers that are there?
All the team is happy, Dan Lambert, the owner is pretty happy, Conan and, all the coaches, they, pretty satisfied for having a lot of guys at the final. There's another guy, Bruno Capelosa. He didn't train this time here, but he have trained before. We are really close friends too. So it's almost like in every final we're gonna have somebody from the team. it's special, man, to have this moment with my teammates. I hope everybody win and we can celebrate at the end.
Antonio, what has it been like mentally preparing for the fight? Because as a fighter, you've been fighting for a while. Physically, you know what you're doing in there.
Yes.
Was there any been different mental approaches to get you ready for the fights, especially with the format, regular season playoffs, or just the same as usual?
No, same as usual. Actually, I try because we have a lot of fights during this year. I try to get a good camp, so rest for a week or 10 days and stuff, then get back, always relax my mind, relax my body a little bit, recover if you have some little injuries and stuff. But everything is almost the same. I actually have a year camp because I had a fight in UFC in January, then I get into the PFL, and then I had this is gonna be my fight number 5 this year. So I almost didn't stop training, just a long camp. So you need to be smart, But this one I could go a little harder because I know it's the last fight on this year, So I could go. I could do some more, especially because it's a 5-round fight. It's a little different, but everything was just perfect, man. I think all the team, my coaches and everybody helped me and did their best. To be honest, I wasn't on my best shape on the semifinals, but now I feel I'm on my best shape.
Well, Antonio, being like that and just trying to get into fighting shape and all, it's a different format. So is it something that you're now used to? Do you like the format? How do you like because you've done all different types of fighting, all different groups. How do you like the regular season, the playoffs, and the championship format?
I love it. I always like the system, the PFL system. Even when I was on the UFC, I like the PFL and I love it because meritocracy, you win the fight, you go to the next, you make the points, you go to the playoffs, you go, you win the playoffs, you go to the final fight for the belt, so how many fights you need to make to go to the belt, to be the champion. So, and all, having the season, you can have a good schedule, you can schedule your whole year, what you're going to do during this time or this time, you're not gonna be waiting for some fight. I love the system, how they work was just perfect. I'm really happy to be part of this, and I'll be even happier if I get this belt.
You get the belt and $1 million. Don't forget the $1 million, Antonio.
Gonna be awesome all together.
It's so amazing. A couple more questions and we'll wrap it up. I do want to ask, though, too, about not only the season. This season has been new and different. Is this something you'd like to do again, maybe for 2022, or are you still thinking about that?
For sure, I'm not thinking. I all in. That's all I want. I want to take some time after this fight. I go to Brazil. 2 weeks, rest a little more this time because the camp was hard. And then get back to train a little bit, train some boxing in Salvador, my home country, then get back here and get ready for the next season.
PFL MMA, so they're going to have their finals. This time it's October 27th. In the past, Antonio, it was December 31st, New Year's Eve. So it sort of ran into New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and Christmas and the holidays. But this time, the only competition, and it'll be over by then, is Halloween. So I wanted, Antonio, after you win the championship, the belt, the title, the $1 million, will you be dressing up for Halloween?
For sure. I'm gonna set it up, everything, my bags and everything, because I want to go to Brazil. I'll go to Brazil on 31st, so I think I'll have some time to enjoy the Halloween with the friends. I know Halloween is pretty strong here in US, so yeah, for sure. I hope I'll be celebrating with my friends.
Will you be dressing up as Dan Lambert of All Elite Wrestling? Now he's a TV star. He's on All Elite Wrestling.
Yes, man. He loved that. Junior is doing that too. Junior,
I was going to ask you about Junior. Did you get to watch Junior in his pro wrestling debut?
Not really, was here in Miami, but I was, training and stuff for this fight. So I prefer to stay home, rest, but for sure, Next time, if I get the chance, I'll be there with him.
I was going to say, Antonio, you've got really good size. I think you'd make a pretty good pro wrestler. Have you ever thought of that?
I never thought about that. I'm not actually involved with this, but it would be interesting. I want to try someday. Let's see, especially now that Junior is doing some, I'll ask him, I'll talk to him, and maybe in the future, let's see.
It's funny, Antonio, because not only Junior, King Mo is actively pro wrestling, and what a great coach, a great fighter, great coach, now also a good wrestler, great mind. And
he's pro wrestling for some time, actually. He's pretty good.
He has Impact Wrestling, Major League Wrestling. He's been doing it for a while. He's gotten Bobby Lashley. He's worked with him, and Dan Lambert's worked with them. Yeah, it's interesting because at the gym, not only Junior and King Mo, but then you had like Dan Lambert would bring Paige Van Zant and Austin Vanderford and Dalton.
Andre Arlovas. He did it.
Andre, to be a part of all this. And I'm curious, hopefully after you win the championship, $1 million, you come back from Brazil, you go to Brazil, come back, and then Dan Lambert will say, okay, Antonio, come on, we're going to AEW wrestling tonight. Let's get on the plane. We're going.
Let's see how I'll do.
All right, Antonio, I'll let you get going. And listen, I also talked to João Manfio, one of your teammates in American Top Team. Antonio, I learned that he plays guitar. I'm curious, maybe he could play after he wins, he can play guitar for you for your entrance music for when you come out.
I don't think it's a good idea, though. I think I'll get another song.
I won't tell him that. I won't say anything. Antonio, thank you so much. Go get him. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Let's go.